Mette Frederiksen held their first ever virtual summit today. The meeting lasted for about an hour. This was the first such virtual summit that was held with any country in EU bilaterally. The discussions between the two prime ministers were held in a very friendly and cordial atmosphere. There was very good chemistry between the two prime ministers. In the current COVID-19 pandemic scenario, the successful conduct of the virtual summit shows the high degree of commitment the two leaders attached to strengthening our bilateral relations. Both the prime ministers recalled the teleconversation that was held on 14th May, during which they had exchanged views on the COVID-19 situation and the way forward. Our Prime Minister thanked the Danish Prime Minister for her offer to host the second Nordic Summit in Copenhagen and conveyed that he would be happy to visit Denmark once the COVID situation improves. He also invited the Danish Prime Minister to visit India soon. Both sides noted with satisfaction the continued development of bilateral relations based on historical links, common democratic traditions and shared values of democracy, pluralism, inclusivity and freedom. The two prime ministers agreed to elevate India-Denmark relations to a green strategic partnership. Our Prime Minister stated that this is a new age partnership and will add a new dimension to our bilateral relations. This will also help to expand economic relations and green growth and strengthen cooperation on addressing global challenges and meet opportunities with focus on the implementation of the Paris Agreement and the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Our Prime Minister also said that the concept of circular economy should be added and time-bound action plan needs to be drawn up. Prime Minister proposed setting up of an India-Denmark energy park in areas where there are large number of Danish companies. He also proposed setting up of India-Denmark Skill Institute so that the Danish companies will be able to get skilled manpower as per their requirement. Both sides highlighted the strong trade and investment links. Over 140 Danish companies are present in India and are participating in the Make in India initiative. Our Prime Minister also stated that Danish companies have started making in India for the world, which is extremely welcome. He also mentioned that he had given the mantra, Denmark has the skills and India has the scale. Now he would like to add that we need to expand the scope and the skills and the speed, add speed to this mantra. He also welcomed Denmark into the International Solar Alliance. A large number of regional and multilateral issues were also discussed. There is a joint statement which is being released shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll move on to the questions which we've received. Manish Jha from Business World. He wants to know India-Denmark virtual summit results in signing green partnership with India. What exactly the green partnership pertains to and what is the action plan to achieve such objective?
This is the first agreement of this kind. It will help in expanding cooperation in renewable energy, environment, circular economy, water and waste management, in reducing air pollution, etc. So several sectors have been identified on which both sides will cooperate to increase collaborations, joint ventures and technology transfers, etc. The action plan, as you heard, will be drawn up so that we have some specific targets for the next few years on this.
The next one is from Maha from CNN News 18. Danish companies have set up some waste to energy facilities to deal with paddy stubble. Do they also wish to invest in the overall management of paddy stubble, the first being low cost stubble extractors? Do these companies have an overall wholesome solution that can be offered to India as it deals with this recurring problem of air pollution due to stubble burning?
Yes, Danish companies have a lot of niche technologies and expertise in such areas, and they have offered to help us in meeting our targets of reducing air pollution. And I think that Danish companies are already looking and talking to our companies on how to take this forward.
Siddhant from WION wants to know on COVID crisis, what kind of discussions took place? Any specifics on COVID vaccine?
Yes, the COVID crisis was definitely mentioned, and the Danish Prime Minister said that the scale at which it is being handled in India cannot be imagined, and she expressed deep appreciation for our Prime Minister's leadership in that context. On the issue of vaccine, it was mentioned that collaboration between like-minded countries will help to meet the challenges of this pandemic, and India is well known for its pharmaceutical capabilities, and we are working in the field of vaccine development as well.
Manish Jha from Business World, his question is, was there any discussion on EU-India FTA? What are the issues discussed, and what is Denmark's position in resolving tariff and fresh talks with India-EU?
Yes, this issue was discussed, and it was agreed that both sides will work to an early conclusion of the bilateral broad-based trade and investment agreement.
Siddhant from WION, he has another question. Was the extradition of Kim Devi discussed by the Indian side?
Yes, it was mentioned, and it was agreed that the concerned officials on both sides will be in touch with each other, and that both sides will work for the early resolution of the issue.
I don't see any further questions. So thank you, ma'am, for joining us. Thank you. This concludes this special briefing.
तो आप देख रहे थे सीधा प्रसारण। आज प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी